Back again out here working on the Jeep. This is part 3 of our tune-up series. Last video you saw we changed spark plugs, and the video after that we changed wires. So today we're going to change the last thing that should be your tune-up if it's on the spark side, and that'll be this coil. Now a lot of cars have individual coils, or older cars have a distributor. This acts like the distributor. The spark goes to here and then sends it to each cylinder. So we picked up this SparkWest brand one. We got the premium one. There is a DriveWorks brand which only has a 1-year warranty. This has a lifetime warranty. Here is your part number. That is the advanced number, but you can take that anywhere and cross-reference it. Or just tell them, hey, I've got a 2010 Jeep Wrangler with the V6. So this is going to be very simple. There's a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to try and have an idea of how I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if it'll work. I hope it will. It looks like there's only a plug and 2 bolts and then 6 plug wires. So we put you guys on a tripod, bust those look like 10-12 millimeter bolts loose, and we'll go from there. All right, so I've got everybody on the tripod here. I'm sorry if it's dark. I just got off work. It's like 6 in the evening. I'm trying to get this done before dark. So what we're going to do, first thing you want to do is you've got a bolt here on the upper corner right there. You've got one down here. You can see they will go boop and boop, the ones with sleeves in them. Oh, locked my car. So I'm going to do, set you all down. Grab a 10 millimeter. Hope it's 10. Yup. Okay, I'll break them loose. And I'll also take the, so basically you're going to need a 10 millimeter and maybe a flathead for the harness. Well, those weren't even, that wasn't even like hand tight. That's not preferable, but oh well. Okay, now then I will reach back here. You've got a plug right there, this gray plug. So if you can't get to it, you can take this plug wire, spark plug boot loose, or you can reach around the top one, however you want to do it. You can also take a flathead and kind of like slide it in there and let it work. Hopefully you all don't fall or I don't knock you over with my elbow. But I can feel it releasing. I just can't get it to. All right, a little bit of advice. Leave it bolted down before you take the harness loose. Something to pay attention to when you're doing this on that plug. You will need a flathead because this plug has a double latch. It has this orange tab right there, you see it? You put a flathead in underneath it, it'll pop up, and you push this in and just pull it loose. I realized that when I looked at the new one and saw it actually had, you can see there's a tab there and 2 tabs here. The orange one comes up, releases those, and then that goes off there. So now that that is loose, I'm going to tuck it up here, out of the way, kind of. All right, so what I'm going to try and do, instead of taking these loose, try and remember where they go. This side would not be hard to remember where they go, because it literally goes 2, 1, they just go in order. But the other side, so what I'm going to try and do is actually take those 3 loose one at a time and put them on here. I'll take the other 3 loose one at a time, pull the coil out, put the new coil in. That way there's no having to write them down, tape them. You can ultimately tape and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on them. But I'm going to try and unplug them, plug them straight on here, plug it, and then just pull the coil out because the coil is finger tight. So I'm going to set this down. The bad thing is I'm trying to set you all here and then go in there and work, because there's no like good flat spot to set this camera while I work. Let's see if that'll work. All right, so like I said, what we're going to try and do, this one, even though it's number 2, number 1, okay? 2 and 3, boop. 2 and 3. All right, so what I'm going to try and do now, like I said, the other ones just slid right off there. All right, so now I've got those unplugged. Well, 5 goes on top, gray goes on bottom. This won't be that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take those the rest of the way loose. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done one of these, so it's kind of a learning experience for me. That bolt's longer than I thought it was going to be. She's also going to need valve covers because they're leaking. But those bolts right there, don't let me forget where they're at. Woo. Okay, that bolt is out. That's right there. Okay. Okay. It's just the boots coming. There we go. Okay. All right, so we got that loose. So now what we're going to do is just start putting them back. Boop. And you will feel them click. 2. Click. Clickety clickety. Okay. Like such. Okay, then 5 goes on top. That one goes in the middle. Pull that boot back down. This one goes on the bottom. Gray one goes on the bottom. I don't know if your rolls are gray or not. Okay, so then we'll take a bolt. Remember, it goes in the sleeved ones. Top corner, bottom corner. These two right here I've got crossed, so I'll take them back loose and then make them uncrossed. Get a couple threads in here so it holds. That way it will hold itself up. Should have got my air ratchet. Okay, it's going to hold itself, so now I'll take these two back loose, or just actually take this one loose on the bottom. You may wonder why I'm doing this, but I don't like plug wires to touch. Okay, push back, boop. All right, grab my ratchet, my ratchet. Can't tell if it seems like I'm threading. Yep, I'm threading. Okay. Okay, bottom. Those were definitely not tight, so I will make sure they're tight, and then we'll start the Jeep. Make sure there's no check engine lights. She did just have the ABS unit replaced on this too, so I'm trying to be easy around these brake lines. Okay, this appears to go into a metal plate. I'm still not want to tighten that down way too tight, but it's definitely tighter than it was. Okay. Okay, plug this guy back in, push it on. Once you push it on, push this tab back down, you'll feel it snap. Push that orange tab down, just push down with your thumb. Then we take the key, no check engine light. You can't see it for the ducks. Okay, running just like it was before. This vehicle may not have needed this, but it's got 140,000 miles on it, and Charity was driving a lot on the highway, so I'd recommend that she just do a tune-up. So okay, so that's all there is. That's a tune-up on a Jeep. You saw that. There's also a playlist that has this and the oil change in it, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit that L and S button. I guess the only thing really left here to do is she is leaking out of her valve covers, and I've not done the air filter, and I wonder what power steering fluid issues. I bought a bunch of ATF the other day, so I may do that too. So, but that's all there is. Thanks, everybody. Body art or something?
Yes, a piercing.
Gotcha. Hey, all you beautiful YouTube people out there. It's a beautiful fall day. Colors are changing. Jeep's back again. This is going to be the third part in our tune-up series.